Are you tired of your pencil rolling away? Me too. So I had to think of something that I was going to do in order to make that not happen anymore. So this is what I kind of came up with here. This is going to be the one that we're going to work on, and this is the solution to it not rolling away anymore. Boom. See? This one doesn't roll, but that one does. Thanks to the clip that we made here. So let me show you how to make that clip. All right, this is the materials I'm going to use. I've got 1mm wire. I'll probably use a little bigger for a more sturdy clip. And then I've got some flat surface pliers here. It also has a little cutter in there. So I'm going to use this as a gauge. And what I do is I take it, find that flat surface, and I bend it. And this is going to give us the initial anchor point. And then this is going to be the measurement that we're going to do. This length right here is where we're going to measure out the clip itself. And we want to make sure that it is going the opposite direction this one is. So I'm going to get the pliers. We're going to make it, I don't know, this long. So good. And then I'm making sure that this is, the surface right here is perpendicular. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and bend that. We're going to roll it all the way till we got about a 90, and then we're going to reduce that a little bit, get the rest of this in place. Boom. Okay, and we're just going to wrap the tail end of the wire upward to past our point here. Okay, this is what we're looking like right now. Look at that. See, we're even incorporating some art. Now, this one up here is going to be offset. So, again, it's going to be opposite of this one here. So this is flat. I'm going to hold it that way. I'm going to get the flat part of the plier here. Then I'm going to bend the top here. Boom. We are almost done. Okay, now the last thing we got to do before moving on is snipping right up here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get that approximate measurement. Remember that the easier you can make the measurements, the better. And again, it's offset. So we're going to snip that. I said we're going to snip that. There we go. Perfect. We don't need this anymore. Now we've got what we need. So we have this. Boom. It's looking really good. These are opposing. Now all I need to do is crimp this a little bit more. So what we're going to do, we're going to crimp it a little bit more here. Try not to scar up the steel here like I'm doing. You know, you don't want to do that. But we're trying to just close it a little bit more. Good. Now, this is going to be the orientation on the pencil. So we're going to take this and we're going to roll it up just a tad. That is a unit of measurement. This way it can actually go into your pocket or whatever it is that you put it. Just going to tilt it up a little bit. Boom. And then from there, we need to get a measurement of here in order to move on to the other part. So I need to set up for putting the holes into our pencil so we can put the clip inside. Last thing we need to do before we can start drilling any holes is we need to get the position of the pencil and where we want the clip to be. Let's see if I can find my my center punch. Hey, you know what? Screw it. Here we go. So midline, right? We're just going to mark a hole here. That's where one hole is going to be, and then the other hole is going to be here. Boom. So we've got our holes, our little reference marks there. Good to go. Now, this requires a very small drill bit. This is a 1mm drill bit. So we're going to use that. And we could use a hand drill, and that would be much better for this because it's such a small project. But what we need to do is go overboard here. Because we have a lathe, we need to use it. So we're going to put our drill bit inside the Jacob's chuck here, and we're going to move it towards the chuck jaws. Move over a little bit here, get close. Move over. Oh yes. A little zoom action. You definitely don't want to keep your T-handle inside the jaws. That way it doesn't fling off, hit you, you know. So again, we got our marks here and here. It is a gauge or a reference. We're not super focused on them being centered. At least I'm not. So we've got this that we're going to put in place. Snug it down. Advance. Withdraw. I'm going to put that in the center. Let me get a better view for you. That's a much better view. Want to make sure that we close. Make sure we're about even and close the jaws, not open them like I just did. Great, great. Make sure that it does spin freely. Good, good. All right, zoom out just a little bit. Perfect. This is our mark. Now we're gonna lock the tailstock and then we drill a hole. In we go. It doesn't need to go all the way through. Ah, that is lovely. That is lovely. All right, we need to take it out, switch it around. Nice hole, man. Now we're gonna go to this one. Make sure that we're still in line here. That is pretty good. We're gonna go with it. Great. Repeat. That's a dancing drill bit right there. It's all right, we just need to hold. Precision at best, you know? Fantastic. So, we've got our holes. Boom and boom. Find the high hole. There's the high hole, there's the low hole, and then this clip is going to go in one pretty easily. The other one will be a little bit more challenging, but we'll get it there. There we go. All right, now you can already see a problem here. And what we're gonna do to fix it is we're going to get the marks right quick. Let me grab my writing utensil that didn't roll away. Got it. Here we go. We see how this is kind of favoring one side. Not a big deal. We're going to kind of put it where we want it to be, and then we're going to mark it where it comes up and over, right about here. And then for the other one, we'll revisit that here after we get this one flexed, and we're going to roll it down. So that mark is my reference point. I'm going to roll it down. Pop it out. Would be better if it wasn't in there, but that's all right. So one side's good, the other side needs to match it. So we're going to put that other mark in line with this. Okay. Good, good. Now we're just going to shift it a little bit. Getting there. Getting there. Perfect. See? Nice and easy. It's perfect. Boom. Now my pencil won't roll away anymore. And that, my friend, is how you make a clip.